It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off-seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here in Cincinnati. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Burrow going to open by putting it up. He's got the hook up to Mike Gesicki. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's into the hands of Yosivas. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one is caught. It's Hudson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A first down throw for Burrow. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Burrow. He's going to keep it himself. And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On first down, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivas.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, Burrow. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
They'll try to run this one in.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Long opening drive. It's taken up most of this first quarter, and now they want to pay it off. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Chase Brown, touchdown Bengals. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud gonna throw right away. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now a man traded away after 7 years as a Bengal. It's Joe Mixon. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Third and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
That is quickly out to Diggs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Diggs. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. That one underneath here to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Now Stroud. He's got it at the 3. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the plane. He's down inside the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Here's Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are on the board just before halftime.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Texans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Second down and 8. On the option, they give it to Mixon. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now Mixon. A short pickup to the 38. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. In motion now, it's Collins. On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the first down. Good run. The drive continues. Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver, leads to a real nice run after catch, and brings up first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll give this to Mixon, running right. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now, Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Ho-ho!
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. To throw, it's Stroud. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Texans are on top. It's now 10-7. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This is going to be taken in at the 3, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, He recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Second down, Burrow. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
A first down throw for Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Burrow now. That's complete. It's Yosivas. Now on second and long. Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. The defense trying to come up with a stop on third down and 9. Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Texans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go right back to Mixon. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bengals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That one finds Chase. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Open man downfield is Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here we go. 1st and goal. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game.
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's complete to Diggs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one caught by Schultz, the tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now Stroud. Now he'll run it. Now 4 seconds left. And we get a timeout call. Here we go. One final play. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
And you can see by the look on the defense's face, Mike, they kind of share in all of our disbelief. They know they needed one stop, one tackle, and they win the game. But instead, the play call works to perfection. He looks it in, takes it in, touchdown.
So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.